Welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my full makeup collection as well as a little bit of my storage. So if you're interested in seeing what that all looks like, then just keep watching. So this is just a quick little overview of my vanity. My drawers are from IKEA and they are the classic Alex drawers, and then I also have this little top from IKEA. And then on top of my vanity, I just like to keep these cute little decorations, my YouTube notebook and planner, and then my brushes. So most of my brushes are from Sigma, but I do also have some Morphe and Zoeva ones in there. And I like to keep them in these cute little white containers from IKEA. So I just separate them out by brushes, so I have all of my face brushes in one, my copper collection in another, and then my eye brushes in the last one. So starting on the left side of my vanity, in my top drawer, I like to keep all of my foundations just because it's the easiest to reach there. So in the back, I have my CLE Cosmetics cushion foundations as well as the CC creams. And then behind those little packets that you see, those are the refills for the cushions. So I just keep those in back for when I need them. Then below those, I have my Illamasqua Water Bright Primer. I've used this a few times and it kind of breaks me out a little bit, but I do really like the way it looks. So yeah, I just keep that in there, as well as my Physicians Formula and L'Oreal Cushion Foundations. And then I also have my first L'Oreal True Match powder that I have had forever. And then next to that is my favorite setting powder, and this is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Natural. So I like to keep that where it's pretty accessible because I use that every day. Then below those, I have more of my True Match foundations. So I have the original True Match formula and then the Lumi formula as well. Then next to those, I have the Becca Aqua Luminous Foundation, and then in the front of my drawer, I keep all of my favorite foundations. So I have my Makeup Forever foundation sticks, my Bare Minerals powder, and then I have my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundations, which I actually just talked about in my last video. So these right now are my current favorites. So moving on to the next drawer, this is where I like to keep all of my concealers. So in the back, I actually keep my extensions just because this is like my most empty drawer and it's the easiest drawer to store them in. And then I have these cute little makeup bags from Zoeva and Makeup Addiction. Then below that is where all of my concealers are. So I have my Morphe Brushes concealer palette, my NYX HD green color correcting concealers. Then I have this concealer from Lord & Berry. And then in front of those, I keep my favorites. So I have my NARS ones, I have a lighter one for in the winter, and then a darker one for the summer, and then same with my Naked Skin weightless concealers. The drawer below my concealers is where I keep all of my highlighting and contouring products. So in the back, I keep my glow kits from Anastasia, and then to the right of those, I have my cream contouring kits. So I actually have a backup because my old one is getting a little low. Then I have this Kevyn Aucoin contouring kit as well as my Anastasia ones. Then next to those, I have one of my favorite highlighters. This is the Becca Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Opal, and then below that is my NYX contouring kit. So then moving forward in the drawer, I have some more highlighters. I have my Mary Luminizer by The Balm, Champagne Pop from Becca, and then I also have this NYX Liquid Illuminator. On the right side of my drawer, I keep all of my bronzers, so I have my Hoola bronzer, my Butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. Then below those, I have the Morphe 9BZ bronzing palette, and then I have a Lord & Berry one, I believe, in the front. So then moving on to the very front of the drawer, I have my Jouer Mermaid Cosmetic, or not Mermaid Cosmetics, Mermaid Collection highlighting palette. So this has a ton of different shades and I love them because they are cream highlighters. Then I also have the Sigma Nightlife highlighter. This is a liquid highlighter, NARS Albatross, and then I have another bronzer from The Balm. This one I love for the summertime when I'm a little bit darker because in the winter I am way too pale for this. Then next to that, I have Betty Luminizer by The Balm, which is supposed to be a highlight, but is more of a bronzy shade to me. And then at the very front, I keep my RMS Beauty Master Mixer, which you guys know by now is my favorite cream highlight, as well as my Sigma cream highlight. This is in the shade Brilliant, and this is definitely probably my second favorite highlighter ever. I just love this color, and I love the way it looks on the skin. In the next drawer, I keep all of my blushes. So in the back, I have my blush palettes, and the first one is this Ofra Professional Makeup Blush Kit. This has 12 different blush shades, so it's good for basically any look. And then next to that, I also have the Morphe blush palette. So moving forward a little bit, I have this Laura Geller powder, which this definitely isn't a blush. This is like a color correcting setting powder, and it looks really weird, but it actually comes out to be this really pretty like translucent color, and it just kind of evens out your foundation. So I just keep that in here because I honestly don't really know where else to keep it. Next to that, I have the Laura Geller Strawberry Swirl Blush as well as the Balm's Down Boy Blush. On the right of those, I have all of my Sigma blushes. So the shades I have are Pet Name, Corte Rosa, and In the Saddle, and I absolutely love these. Moving forward, again, I have my NYX Baked Blush in the shade Chiffon. I talk about this one all the time, and I clearly use it all the time. So this is one of my all-time favorite blushes, which is why it is at the front of my drawer. Then I have another highlighter from the Balm. This is the Cindy Luminizer, but I actually like to use this one as a blush topper since it has that little bit of a peachy pink shade. And then my favorite part of this whole drawer, I just got the new Marc Jacobs Air Glow blush collection, and these are so pretty, you guys. They are just gorgeous. I almost don't even want to use them because they're so pretty. So the last few products in this drawer are some of my old favorites. This is a Smashbox blush that I got for prom, I think my junior year, and I still have. And then I have my original Smashbox blush. This is in the shade Bear, and I honestly don't think they sell this anymore because I can't find it anywhere, but it is one of my favorite blushes for an everyday look. Then I have the new MAC It's a Strike Bowling Collection. This is actually marketed as a face powder, but to me it has so much pink that I use it as a blush. Then I also have my favorite MAC blush, which is the shade Blush Baby. This was actually one of my first MAC purchases ever, so I love having this at the very front of my drawer. The last drawer on this side holds all of my lip products. So in the back, I keep all of my bullet lipsticks. So I have my MAC lipsticks, Stia lipsticks, I have some Sigma in there, L'Oreal, Revlon, Bite. I have a ton of different brands in here, but I do have the new Bite Multi-Sticks, which are so cool. I'll probably do a video on those here soon, but I just want to show you one shade. These are just so, so pretty, and I love the idea behind these. I just think it's really, really cool. Then in the container next to that, I keep all of my lip liners and lip crayons. So I have a lot of lip liners from Stia. NYX is actually one of my favorite. I think I have some L'Oreal in there. A ton of different brands, but mostly affordable brands because I don't really wear lip liner that much. And then I also have a Lord & Berry lip crayon as well as 2 Lipland crayons, and then I have my extra Ofra liquid lipsticks. Then in the front 2 containers, I keep my lip glosses and liquid lipsticks. So in the left container are all of my lip glosses. I have a lot of Sigma lip glosses, Anastasia lip glosses. I have one from Marc Jacobs, some NARS, MAC, Laura Geller, just a ton of different things that I have collected over the years. But I do love lip glosses, so I have quite a few of these, and as you can tell, they're all mostly either pink or mauve. Then moving on to the liquid lipstick container, I have a lot of Anastasia liquid lipsticks, the Balm, Stia. I have some from an indie brand, Mellow Cosmetics. They are based out of Australia. So down below that first top layer, you guys can see all of my Anastasia ones, more of the Balm ones, and then below those I have my NYX lip cream, matte lip cream collection. Those were my ish in high school, so I have like pretty much all of the shades, and they are launching 2 more, so I'm super excited and I'll probably be getting those soon. But yeah, that is pretty much all of my lip products. Now moving on to the right side of my vanity, in the top drawer I keep all of my mascaras, eyeliners, gel eyeliners, and brow products. In this back container is where I keep all of my liquid and pencil eyeliners, so I have some from Physicians Formula, Urban Decay, Sigma, NYX, Rimmel, L'Oreal, and then I have some brown and black and white pencil liners for my waterline. In the next container, I keep all of my gel eyeliners, so I have all of my Sigma Standout Eyes gel liners, and then I also have an Anastasia one. This is just their black gel liner, and then below those, I keep all of my Tarte Shadow Clay Pot liners. The container in front of that is where I keep all of my brow products, so I have all of my brow pencils, my brow pomades, setting gels, everything like that is in this little container. So I do have the entire Benefit collection. I was actually sent that for PR, which I am so thankful for and I think is so crazy. And then I also have some Stia, Lord & Berry, Anastasia, obviously, Sigma, tons of different brands in there because I love my brows. The last container in this drawer holds all of my mascaras, so I just have a few of my favorites on top. I have my They're Real by Benefit, my Mad Lash by The Balm, my Tarte one, which is also my other favorite, is actually in my car, and then I have some Sigma ones and a Lord & Berry one. So just on the side of those, I have a few random products. I have my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, The Balm's Batter Up Cream Eyeshadow Sticks, and then below that I have my Benefit Browsings Powder Duo, just because that doesn't fit in the brow little container thing that I showed you guys before. Then I also have the Sigma Brow Highlighting Duos, my Anastasia Brow Powders, a Lord & Berry Kajal Stick, which is like an eyeliner, and then my lash adhesive, the Duo Lash Adhesive. The drawer below that is where I like to keep all of my pigments and my glitters. So in the left container I just have a bunch of pigments from Makeup Addiction, Bare Minerals, I have a few from Star Crush Minerals, and then my MAC pigments. This pigment right here is the Blue Brown pigment, and that is my favorite pigment of all time for sure. And then in the front I just keep these little oils from Stia, which are for the Magnificent Metal Foil finishes, which I will show you guys in the next container. So the container on the right is where I keep all of my glitters. So I just have a bunch of glitters from Sigma, and these are actually some of my favorite glitters, so I definitely recommend checking these out. Then I also have some NYX Face and Body glitter, and then below that is where I keep my Stia Magnificent Metal Foil Finish shadows. Then I have a glitter from MAC, and then some Star Crushed Minerals glitters. In the next drawer, I keep all of my single shadows, and I actually like to store these in ice cube trays, which is my little storage tip to you guys, because these are like 99 cents at Target, so it's a super cheap way to store all of your single shadows. So in the left tray, I have all of my MAC shadows, and then in the right tray, I have some of my more affordable ones. So in the back, I have the L'Oreal shadows, I have an Ulta shadow, NYX shadow, and then moving forward, they get a little more expensive. So I have my Urban Decay Duochrome kind of shadows, a few ColourPop ones, a Tarte one, and then I have some of my additional MAC shadows, and then a few shadows that I have depotted. Moving forward, I do actually have an acrylic organizer, so this one is from By Algaris, and in here I just keep all of my bigger single shadows. So I have the Tarte metallic shadows, I have this Smashbox Trio, and then I have a few of my Sigma shadows. Then to the right of that, I have some more eyeshadow bases. These ones are from Sigma, and then those clear plastic containers you see behind those are my Anastasia shadows that don't quite have a home in a Z palette yet, so I just kind of keep them stacked up on the side like that. The next drawer is definitely my favorite drawer, and this is my eyeshadow palette drawer. So this is where I keep all of the palettes I own. So in the back I have this Zoeva palette. This is their Nude Spectrum palette, which is going to be so gorgeous for fall, and you guys can definitely expect a tutorial using this because I just love these colors. Then below that palette I have the Paris palette from Sigma, and then I have some of my Morphe palettes. So I just have the 350, the 35T, and the 35N. And then I also have the Makeup Addiction palettes. These are the Vintage and Flaming Love palettes. Next to those, I just have the Tarte Double Duty Beauty palettes. So the top purple one is Sultry Star Power, and then the one below that, the gold one, is Classic Courage. Then leaning up against those, I have the Tartelette Tease palette and two Physicians Formula palettes. And then behind those, you can kind of see my Sigma palettes. I have all four of the Sigma palettes back there. Then towards the front of the drawer, I have my Nude Dude Volume 2 palette from The Balm, and then below that is my super old Naked 1 palette from Urban Decay. Then I also have the Too Faced Naked Eyes like quad kind of thing, and then the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, as well as the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette and the Tartelette palette that I talked about in my August favorites. Then in the very front I have this custom Buxom palette that I made when I was in college, so I will try and find all of the colors for that and list that down below. And then the last two palettes in this drawer are from The Balm, and they are the Meet Matte Nude and Meet Matrimony. So now we are finally to the last drawer of my makeup collection, and this is the drawer where I keep all of my Anastasia shadows. Anastasia and her team was actually so amazing, and when I first started my Instagram, they were one of my biggest supporters, so they actually sent me the entire eyeshadow collection along with these palettes, which is why I do have all of them. But yeah, they are just my absolute favorite eyeshadow formulation, and I like to keep these separate from all of my others, just because these are the ones I use most often, and it's really easy to grab these palettes. So I tried to color coordinate them as best as I could and keep like colors or similar colors together. But yeah, that is pretty much it for my makeup collection. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you made it to the end of this video, comment bagels down below because I want to see how many of you guys made it through the full 15 minutes. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.